The air conditioner is one of the most important appliances in the RV, and there are things to do long before warm weather camping season arrives to ensure it's ready for use. Let's take a look at some best practices for operating this essential component and ways to maximize its performance. These are the parts of the air conditioner that will be covered in this section. On the roof, the shroud cover, evaporator coils, condenser coils, compressor, the capacitor, the fans. An important safety note about the parts of the air conditioner on the rooftop. Unless you are properly trained, let an RV technician do any repairs in this area, as there is a high voltage component under the shroud cover called a capacitor that could cause injury. Parts on the interior that we will cover: return air vent, the supply air opening called the dump feature, individual ducted air vents, overhead control panel, the thermostat, filters. The RV air conditioner is mounted on the roof of your rig and is protected by a plastic cover called a shroud. The AC uses a refrigerant like Puron or Freon that is boiled to create the cold air that is produced by the unit. How does this happen? It's called a heat transfer. Your compressor is the main player here and consumes a lot of power to make that refrigerant change from a boiling hot liquid to a cool gas. Warm air from the RV enters the air conditioner through a return air vent. That warm air moves across the evaporator coils where the heat transfer occurs as it meets cool refrigerant inside the coils. Heat is stripped from the air as it moves across the coils, then a blower fan sends the hot air outside the RV while the cool air dumps back into the RV. The air conditioner uses a lot of power to both start up and also continue operating efficiently. This could be a source of frustration for RV owners who do not understand the importance of that relationship between volts, watts, and amps, as we learned in the electrical module. Exceeding the RV's power capabilities is easy to do when the air conditioner comes into play. Depending on the size and model of your air conditioner, it can consume approximately 2,400 watts to even start up and then continue using about 1,500 watts once it is up and running. The air conditioner is usually on its own dedicated breaker in the electrical panel box. It's a good idea to check voltage and proper polarity on the receptacle at your campsite or wherever you have the RV plugged in. Your air conditioner needs to receive a constant and specific voltage reading to operate properly, which means low voltage or high voltage can damage the appliance. Reverse polarity can also cause problems with the capacitor up on the roof. This is another good reason to implement the EMS device we spoke about in the electrical module.